What's going on, everybody? Welcome. This is some Atlas Reactor I was playing a little bit today. Probably about like 20 minutes ago. It's a pretty cool match. It was my first 5v5. It was a custom match somebody threw out there inside of the main chat, so I decided to be a piece of it. Go ahead and play and check it out. It was supposed to have been a 5v5 Clone Wars battle, but instead we ended up with a 5v5 pick any free-for-all deathmatch. So, excuse me. Here's the teams. My team consisted of me playing L. We had a Lockwood, we had a Blackburn, we had a Grimo. Pretty standard team. No healers, no front line. The opposite team had a double Lockwood, double Phaedra. I just knew we were screwed with this double Phaedra. I thought that was going to be like the deadening of all deadening right there once we seen those two Phaedras. I'm going to spectate all of us, but I'm just going to show you guys some of my gameplay and a few of my teammates. Reaver right here, Reaver 65, man. Me and him did some work in this match. It was a very short match. It only lasted 10 turns. We got up to 5 kills pretty quickly. Grimo was doing dirt too, man. He was pretty good. He had some pretty good shots, but they were pretty obvious. So let's go ahead and hit play on this. So I made my first movement. My first movement is always very short with L. I don't never want to go too far out. I never want to be obvious. Plus, when you sit this far back, you get to see the whole field and what's coming for you, and get a chance to buff up. So I buffed up in this first turn. I'm gonna move right here and then buff for my overload. This is the way I can get the 10 extra damage. In this match, I think I didn't have the 15 extra shields, but usually that's what I run. I like to run the 15 shield no matter what you take. So as you can see, the Phaedra's are already out, right out in the open, ready to go. Makes you a little nervous when you see them that close. See, I buffed and then I decided to jump behind this wall right here. Our Grimo is about to throw a couple of these lobs out here, some normal spots for the beginning of the match. Lockwood and Kagan are over here doing their thing. If you see though, this Lockwood is hidden. I never knew that was. I didn't know he was sitting over there, so I was a little worried. There we go, might up. Get a little bit of extra damage for the next shot. That always lasts until you get the next shot. It's always good to start out with that, especially in my situation, because if I only hit one person, you get 40 damage. That's a lot of damage in this match. It's almost an ultimate. Look at it. The Phaedras jumped in. I was worried, but because I didn't jump too far out, those Phaedras can't get to me.
Have my eyes closed.
Good shot by Lockwood to predict where he was sitting at, even though he stepped inside of their target. I'm sitting behind the wall. So at this point, Lockwood's right here. I'm going to set up a drone just in case they all try to come after me around this way or try to corner me off. I like to keep the drone just to protect myself. I could watch my own 6, but the drone can always watch wherever you're not looking. And I know people like to try to chase down L. And if they're going to chase me down, I'm definitely going to line you up for a drone shot. This time I decided to do a quick dash back, but still stay behind the wall and pop Lockwood for 40.
Judgment calls.
Phaedra's really dangerous if she gets that bug spray on you, man. Especially as a team. She can easily do around 300 damage. 200 damage to a team if you're all standing together. So it's always good when you're with a Phaedra to spread out, man. She can go for high damage in like 1 or 2 turns if she's got those on you.
Your demise is inevitable.
Alright. End of that turn. You see this Phaedra that's been targeting us is around, hits towards the wall. I figured she's gonna try to bop through the wall and hit me with that smash, so the seismic smash, I didn't really want none of that. Maybe I figured I can get in front of it. So what I did is I decided to take another one of my dashes. I walk around with 3 charges on it. And I'm going to try to pop Lockwood and the Phaedra because I don't feel like they're going to run. I feel like they're going to make a bad choice and try to stay in here and double team up on Reaver right here because they can't hit me.
No one can follow in my.
There's my dash. You see 25. Lockwood's almost done, and we're only 4 turns in, man. He hit the healing. It was really bad timing for that. He should have held on to that heal. Look at that. Look at all that damage gone off of Grimo because he had those bugs on him, man. You gotta stay away from Phaedras. Distance is your friend with them. Blind shot there. I thought this was gonna hit, but it just so happens they were on the edge and outside of it. River 65 right here. Playing this Blackburn, popped a really good shot and got it going for us. Got rid of Lockwood, so now we're clear. Now it looks like a 3-on-1 over here for this Phaedra. She's screwed. I decided this time I needed to get away from that Phaedra because she could really land some damage on me. So I just decided to buff up, take a prep shot, take a prep, and take a turtle tech just in case she does hit me, and then take my dash. Well, something I see a lot of new players and a lot of guys not paying attention to is that if you don't attack anything, you may take some damage and you may not land, but you can sprint. The sprint is going to give you way more distance and way more travel. You want to be able to get away sometimes, especially when you're playing like Nyx or playing L. You're not supposed to be close up. You don't want to be face to face, 1 square with somebody. You want to be quite a few squares away. Blackburn learned some 34 damage on him, and see, I took 28, but I really didn't take much because I turtle teched up, man. So I still had some health. I was able to stay high in health, and you see how far I got away. I got behind cover and way away from this other Phaedra that was about to try to double team us, even though they turned around. So this turn, it's time to land some damage, man. It's time to lay a little pine right here on Simmer, or Simmer playing Phaedra out here by itself with just us. Over here, there was a pretty good battle going on between this Kagan and this Lockwood. The Kagan was on our team, the Lockwood was alone. But it was a 1v1 battle, man. I really don't think Lockwood can win that battle in a 1-on-1 against them because of the movement of Kagan. He should have really tried to get away from this, and he waited too late to do so. As you can see, I got bugged and slowed, but I wasn't worried because I'm not going that far. And you see, Kagan landed a pretty good shot right there on Lockwood. Even though Lockwood hit the heels, he's still pretty screwed. He should have been trying to get away from there. If he'd have used that sprint function, he could have got away from Kagan and gotten really, really far, especially since that last turn he didn't hit. As you see, 40 damage. That's a big hit on anything. Frontline, support. If I hit something that's only got 120 health with 40, you figure 3 turns, you're dead by just me. Just me alone. Add some traps, somebody walked through. Alright, so I'm already slow for this turn. Only person that could really hit me is Lockwood and this Phaedra, but I wasn't worried about him. This Lockwood didn't have much health, so I figured, let me try to see if I could dodge the Lockwood shot, and maybe I get lucky and Phaedra wouldn't target me. So I'm just going to do a quick roll, and I'm going to shoot down. Especially because I'm bugged. I didn't really want that Phaedra to hit me, and I didn't want both of them to get me at one time. That's easily like 60 damage. Especially if he hits with a clean bounce. Dwarf King down here trying to protect herself.
Oh man, that feels good.
Here comes my jump. Now this is crazy. Phaedra went too far.
I'll give you one shot.
That Lockwood battle heating up still. 36 over here on Lockwood, almost done. See, he still got me, but what shocked me, it could have been a great play if that Phaedra, if Simmer would have just played that a little bit better and not went so far. He went too far and missed all his damage on me. And there it is. Kagan knocks out that Lockwood. We're up 2-0. And he steals the health from Lockwood. It's even worse. That's worse when you see somebody steal your health. So now I'm close to Phaedra. Even though she's got 103, she's got 56 health. And I'm figuring, man, I need to try to. I see somebody else is gonna do damage. I was texting up to Reaver, seeing if he could land some damage because he was afraid he was gonna die this turn. So I just decided to dodge in, and hopefully she hits down, and I would be on the outside of that seismic slam. So when she decides to slam the ground, I wouldn't be there. That's the beauty of L, man. She's got those dodges. 1-on-1 fights. I think you can beat almost anybody in a 1v1 fight. I mean, some of those front lines can last for a while, but they'd have to do some hell of a predicting. So you see, pop for 30. Good damage with the roll. This down here was getting interesting. They were chasing down this Grimo. Grimo's almost out. Luckily, he threw the bomb and watched the seismic. It still got me from the prediction. I lost good health, but we traded a kill. We got a kill and gave a kill. Went up 3-1, and I didn't die, and I'm over there by myself. He pops ult, gets us the last kill there. Now we're 4-1. This game's over with.
Resurrection.
I was considering ultimating from here, but I couldn't land on anybody, so I figured I would just wait. Now the only person over here that could do damage to me is maybe this Lockwood, but I'm not worried about the Lockwood because Lockwood's got 38. I was really expecting him to dash and try to get away from us, because if you look at it, you got me, you got our Lockwood, you got our Kagan. Even our Grimo can hit him from there and before he dies. So it's like, do you really want to sit there and take this damage?
I think you're going to be blown away.
So I just charge up, give me a little bit of power, because when I do decide to hit this Lockwood or hit anything that comes over here to protect him, I'm gonna do some real damage on it. Grimo decides to get out with a cat. Lockwood stays, man. It was a terrible idea. I really don't know why he chose to hit that way, but he probably decided they were gonna try to run too. Sometimes you gotta just take the gamble, man, just in case you could kill him. If he would have hit this way, he'd have killed. This game would have been over with 9 turns, not 10. So now I'm like, this Lockwood doesn't have it. This Lockwood is just not gonna be the guy to do it. But I still think he could dash or catalyst out, because I checked his checked what abilities he had that wasn't on cooldown. So he has a dash and he has the catalyst, but I didn't think he was gonna go too far. So what did I do? I aimed it down, and then I just said forget it, use time bank, and held up and decided to aim it a little bit more, try to play the prediction game, and hopefully I could either catch him up here in the top or I could catch him anywhere behind these where he goes, because my ultimate ignores cover. So you see he dashed, but not far enough, and he decided to dash directly into my ultimate. I just knew he was done after this. You see Kagan took the attack now. He should have taken it on that last turn. He was going to gamble. We lose Grimo, but this game's over with. Easy win, GG. Knockout. So there it is, guys. That was one of my 5v5 matches. It was a custom match that somebody threw out there. Really enjoyed it. I wish they would make a game type with it, man. The more people, the merrier. As you can see, I did 240 damage. I was in on three takedowns. No deaths. Took 128 damage and did about 30 healing. So, yeah. That's it, fellas. Have a good one.